myself, Andy, and our whole show has a connection to this movie. This is based on a sort of very loosely based or inspired by a trip you took with a good friend of ours, Dan Ferguson, who I've known for 25 years. And you took this trip with him, and it inspired you to make a movie about two guys taking this trip to Thailand.
Yeah, I actually met Dan through the show because he's a segment producer for the show, and we met in '98, and early on just became friends, and then found that we were both, single and had vacation time around the same time, so we just started traveling together, and we went to Europe, we went to Dubai, we were in Micronesia, but we went to Thailand, and while we were there, we had a particularly inspiring trip, both the scenery and the circumstances, the cast of characters that we met while it was happening. I told Dan, we're living in a movie, and I've got to figure out how to make this a movie. And I felt like it's a small movie, like a Garden State or a Sideways, like an organic slice of life kind of thing. But I had to create more dramatic circumstances because watching an actor on break and a producer on vacation just like hanging out in Thailand wasn't going to be all that compelling. So
that's how Apocalypse Now started.
It's exactly,
And then it just grew and became about other stuff.
Yeah, I've heard Coppola speak about that. It was originally a movie about wine, and somehow they made it about war. They're like, look at all of these machines. We got to figure out how to get a helicopter.
You guys, when two guys travel together, there can be misunderstandings.
Well, everywhere we went, they're typically honeymoon locations. So there's all these couples and people proposing to each other and people on their anniversaries. And Dan and I were just two dudes, but everybody was so invested in us having a romantic trip that people were going out of their way, setting us candlelit dinners and throwing rose petals on our beds and serving us drinks with 2 straws. And everyone just had these looks on their faces like, I just want you to have a beautiful trip.
I think we have a picture. I can see why there would be a misunderstanding, because here's a picture of you two together. Here's Dan. It's confusing.
But you get to a point where everyone is like so invested in the hospitality that we were just like, let them have it.
Yeah.
We started holding hands. And
Why not?
Yeah.
If you get some free cake out of it, what do you care?
We might have made out drunkenly at one point, but it's Thailand, so.